Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a little fun eye look. I'm not gonna do too much because I just want to keep it very simple, very cute, and that's all I'm gonna do today. So I hope you're gonna enjoy. And by the way, like usually I always start priming my eyes with the Too Faced 24-hour plus eyeshadow primer. And I'm gonna do that off camera and then we can start immediately with the makeup. Okay, so I have my eyelids primed. I did put it on a base from Color, so I can start immediately with the colorful eyeshadow. And today I'm gonna use the Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star, which has so many pretty colors. Like, look at that. And what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna do a little cute pink purple look which matches my shirt, and I think that's all we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna get started and I'm gonna zoom you in a tiny little bit so you can take a better look of what I'm doing. I'm gonna start with a fluffy blending brush and I'm gonna use the shade Bubblegum, which is the very pretty pink shade on the top, and I'm gonna put that in my crease to give it a little bit of a color right there. And I don't think this is gonna be a very bright look. I kind of hope it's gonna be a little more pastel like. At least that's what I'm trying to do. And by the way, if you want to do if you want to have like a rainbow colored palette but you don't want every color to be screamed, to scream at you or be too screamy or be too pigmented, this is a very good palette for a little bit more of a pastel tint color, which, look at those pretty colors, like, oh my god. And the shimmers in here are actually like really shimmery, so they are not like pastel like, but I did really like the pastel vibe in this palette. And you can build it up a little bit more just like I did, because some of the colors fade when you're going to layer them. Next thing I'm going to do is get a tinier blending brush, and you can see like a big difference in these two. And what I'm gonna do is use the shade Gumdrop, which is the purple shade, and putting that in my crease. And they blend in together so easily. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna blend the two together with the brush I used before, which is the bigger blending brush. Now I'm gonna use a more of a liner brush, just like this. I'm gonna use the shade Fuck, which is a very pretty coral-ish color. Putting that on the lower lash line. And don't worry, because it's too bright right now, we're gonna blend it out obviously. I did use the lilac shade to blend the colors out. And what we're gonna do now is put some shimmer on the lid. So I absolutely love this color. It is called a Snack, and look at this shine, look how pretty it is. And I'm gonna put that all over my lid. And then you have something like this, and what I'm gonna do now is use the shade Cotton Candy, which is this very pretty pink shade, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the outer corner, blending these two together. And then you have something like this. And then there's one more step that we're gonna do for the eyeshadow, and that is gonna be the shade Jawbreaker, to put that in the inner corner for an inner corner highlighter. And I'm gonna use a tiny brush for that, and always wet my brush with setting spray. And I actually always do that with like every shimmy shade I use when I'm not using my fingers. And like, don't get me wrong, these shimmers don't actually like need to have that, but to give it the extra brightness, which you can see like right now, and which I love. And that's why I'm gonna use this with my setting spray, because it gives just this extra shimmer, and absolutely love that. And by the way, if you followed me for a little while, you know I have a lot of Jeffree Star stuff, because I'm kind of a big fan of the brand itself. And I actually like almost have every eyeshadow palette. I'm missing the newest one, and I'm missing 3 minis. And that is the orange palette, the mini orgy palette, and anyway, I was missing someone. Anyway, I was missing another one, and that's the weirdo palette, which is the mini 2. And with that said, I'm gonna do some mascara, some eyeliner, and I'll be right back. So the eyes are now all done, and this is the finished eye look. So all I'm gonna do now is put on some blush, some highlighter, and put something on my lips. And of course I'm gonna tell you which products I used. So for the eyeliner, I used my House Laboratories liquid eyeliner in the black shade. It's one of my favorite eyeliners to use at the moment. Then for in the waterline, it looks like white, but it's actually like lilac. And this is the color, and it's from a NYX, and it's an inner eye brightener, but I use it for my inner waterline, and it's in the shade White Smoke. And then for mascara, I use 2 mascaras, one for my bottom lashes and one for my top lashes. So for my bottom lashes, I use the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof Mascara, which is the blue one. And for my top lashes, I use the Max Factor Volume False Lash Effects, which is this one. And I use that one for my top and this one for my bottom. So I'm gonna zoom you out now, and we're gonna do my face. For my blush, I'm gonna use the Kimchi Thick Blush, and it's in the shade Peach, and it's this double blush. And the reason I'm using this is because mostly the blushes I use are warm toned, and this one is cool toned. And because my eye look is cool toned, I don't want to go with too of a warm blush, because I don't think that fits the look. What I'm gonna do is I'm using a fluffy brush. I'm just don't mind my chair. I'm just pushing it in there, blending the 2 colors together, putting some on my nose and on the cheek area. And I like to do tiny stamp motions and swipe motions. So the stamp is for applying the product, and the swipe motions is for blending the color. And then the blush looks like this. It's a little bit subtle, and if I think it's too much, I just use a bigger fluffy brush. Nothing on it? It's nothing on it. And I'm just going over all the parts where I put it, the blush. And then it looks less harsh, and it looks like I'm actually blushing. So for the highlighter, I'm gonna use my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold. This is actually the first highlighter that I got from Jeffree Star, the single ones, and it shows. I've used this one a lot. It's actually my favorite color. So sorry if you can hear the birds. I have my window open because it's like actually nice weather. I think the birds sound so cute. So gonna swirl my brush in there and putting that on my cheeks. And what I'm sometimes doing recently is I'm using a little tinier blending brush and putting this one on first, and then on the highest point I'm using this one to give it a little bit more dimension. But for today I'm just going to use the bigger brush. it's so blinding. Oh my god, I love it. And I'm actually always using the mirror in the Skin Frost, because then you can take a better look, and when you turn around and you look at yourself like this, you can see precisely like where the highlighter is and if it's enough. And if I look in my mirror this way, I can't always see what I want to see. Putting a little bit on the top of my lip, and then I'm switching to a precisely brush, getting some of the highlighter on there, and then I'm gonna do my nose. And I'm always blending that out with my finger so I don't get these really big harsh lines. And then all there's left to do is lip products. And for today I'm gonna go very easy, and I'm just gonna use the Jeffree Star lip balm in the shade Pink Roses, and I have actually used it a lot. This is all there's left, and I'm gonna put that all over my lips. I really like to use this as a lipstick color because it has such a beautiful thing, but I do love to use it when I'm just at home and I'm doing just a lip balm because my lips are dry. And the reason why I'm saying that is I think this one is really hydrating and it feels really nice and soft on the lips. Plus it looks so pretty. So this is the final look, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and turn on notifications so you get a notification every time I upload a brand new video. And for now, I'm hoping to post a little bit more. I'm trying to film a little bit more. I was very busy the past weeks with homework and internships and stuff like that. But I'm hoping I can do like some more filming with my new stuff and things like that. And yeah, this is probably the last time filming when I'm 21. I'm gonna be 22 at March 28th, and I'm like kind of excited. So comment down below what kind of videos I should film and with what kind of colors I should do that, because I kind of really dig the colored look, because I now use lots of pink and a little bit of purple. But comment down below what you would like me to film. And I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!